I like to plan my sewing project simply because planning sewing project in advance allow me to stay organized and well prepared. In other words, knowing exactly what are the things I need to buy or the changes I need to make in order to guarantee a smooth sewing session is way better than not knowing. To plan my sewing project, I use this planner. I designed it to include all the details a person may need to write down to organize a sewing project. It came with two sizes, A4 and A5. In this planner, I can write informations about the pattern, whether I'm drafting it myself or buying it. I can sketch the style I'm going for in detail or draft the overall pattern pieces if I wish to draft my own pattern. I will leave the link to this sewing planner in the description box and in the first comment in the comment section. So today's project is a tracksuit. I want to sew a comfortable, simple two-pieces tracksuit, the top and the bottom. So I looked for some inspiration on Pinterest and Instagram. I ended up drawing how I want the piece to be. So for the top, I want it to be well fitted in the shoulders area, but a little bit baggy on the waist and the hip area. A simple but big hoodie. For the length, I want it to be under the hip area. The sleeve, just your regular hoodie sleeve with a wristband, of course. Since I'm going to be self-drafting the pattern, I will use the sketch section on my planner to draw an overall pattern pieces. By the way, I filmed a tutorial on how I draft the hoodie and the pants of this tracksuit, plus a sew-along video. So I will leave the links for these videos on the description box once I put them online. In the measurement section, I'm writing some specific measurement I want to focus on while I'm drafting the hoodie pattern. In this section, I will write how many pattern pieces I have, so I won't forget any while I draft or cut my fabric. Now that I have a clear idea of how I want the top to be or the hoodie to be, I will calculate how much fabric I need. This is the fabric I will be using for this sewing project. I cut a small rectangle. Here I'm going to write all the material or supplies I need to sew the hoodie. And if there is any alterations you need to pay attention to, then you can go ahead and write them in the alteration section. Here, instead of drafting the pattern pieces in the sketch section, you can just draft the style you want to sew with all the details, like the darts or pleats. In the project tracker, I write down the steps I need to take. For example, if I need to buy my fabric, then I have to write it down here, but I already have mine. So I just need to buy some supplies like the thread, same color as my fabric. I need to prepare the fabric, so I will wash it and press it. Because I'm self-drafting the pattern, I will have to write it down here. Then I will have to try the pattern pieces before actually using it on my fabric. Once I'm happy with the result, I will cut my fabric pieces, search everything, then sew all the pieces together. So these are the sewing planner pages. These two are the main pages. As I mentioned before, the sewing planner is available in two sizes, A4 and A5. I personally prefer A5. It's more practical for me to use it. So I just print it and organize it in my folder. There is other useful pages in this planner, like the body measurement, where I can write all the measurement I may need for drafting or sewing, regardless of which project I'm talking about. I print two pages in one, then I cut it with this handy tool. I prefer to write down all the vertical measurement and use a color code for it. Then write the horizontal ones. This year, I went ahead and added extra pages for 2021 calendar to make my sewing more organized. You don't need to print it if you don't wish to plan according to the calendar, but personally, I need to know what are the things I will do in which day exactly. I also added a page for goals and sewing ideas. So whenever I came up with ideas for future sewing project while I'm brainstorming or organizing my wardrobe, I just go ahead and write them down. Extra pages where I can write extra informations or ideas, whether about style or the pattern itself, or sewing technique I need to learn, or supplies I need to buy for sewing project in general. So that's how I plan my sewing project from start to finish. As I mentioned, I use my own sewing project planner. You can download it from my website. The link is in the description box. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope this video was helpful. If that's the case, make sure to let me know by leaving me a big thumbs up or a comment down below. Until the next time, take care.